はいどうも皆さんこんにちは。K.Y.G チャンネルの K です。それでは水の試練、ついにね、助けてくれる評議会メンバー、カザハタですね。カタザハに会うことができたので、評議会リーダーのグレンダンに会いに行こうかなと。グレンダンに会いに行こうかなと思います。
You have returned.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach of the village of Wenshavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
よしと思ったんだけど、俺結構見た目変わっちゃったんだよね、これ。ガチガチでしょ。ってことで、ちょっとだけ見た目というか装備の紹介をしようかなと。亡き王のツバイヘンダー。司令官系の装備を全部つけてるのかな。なんかサイドミッション全部バーってね、もうめっちゃ頑張って終わらせてったんだけど、そうするとなんかこの装備がもらえました。で、かなりね、ステータスが上がったので、これをつけようかなと。本当はね、ハットを被りたかったんだけど、かっこいいから。これちょっとね、ガチガチすぎてあんまりかっこよくはないんだよね。あと、主人公に似合ってないっていう。さあやっていこう。なんかかっこいいな、この人も。
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Disarday, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that only Enonmiel Frictamen can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial, the trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enolmil Frictimen. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings, and so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tia Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegat. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their Mal may also be heard here and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
よくわからなかった。
Goodbye.
Well, I'm safe.
よくわからなかった。とりあえず、クエストが増えたよね、今。多分。サイドミッションか。シオラのクエストが増えたのか。これはまあ、後々やっておくとして、水の試練やっていきましょ
You
う。
have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
急に優しくなったな。
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
なんかこの水の試練をクリアしたら、新しいなんか技とかゲットできそうだね。できなかったりして。できなかったりして。なんかできる気がするんだけど。とは言ってもね、難しいよね。このゲーム、そんな要素はあんまりないもんね。新しい技をゲットしたみたいなドラクエじゃないもんね。よし、じゃあ行ってみよう。水の試練と。
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
なるほど。なんか、めちゃめちゃやばい敵出てきそうだね。じゃあ、とりあえずは、どうしたらいいんだろう。おお、もう音がする。
They're eating the old carcass. If you poured some
睡眠薬をかけたら眠ってしまうだろう。睡眠薬なんて俺持ってないよね。睡眠薬。ちゃんと持ってないね。こっちから行けないの？いけないね。戦いたくないな。狭いな。いや、持ってないことはないんだよ。持ってないことはないんだけど、多分。きっと持ってるんだよ。これじゃないの？ね。持ってるんだけど。
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
よし、よしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよし。眠らせることが最善ですよと言っておりましたからね。こっちは？こっちはいけない。試練のための洞窟に入りましょう。 さて、いっぱいいる。いっぱいいる。静かに動けば。へえ。こっちは？おっと、ジャンプできるんだな。そう、バランスのスキルを2ぐらいまで上げたんだよね。で、シオラじゃないな。この装備のなんか真ん中についてるこのふさふさのやつでバランスプラス1にして確か3ぐらいになってるはず。違ったっけ？確認しとこう。一応これだね。ほら3まで上がってるんだよね一応。よし、ってことで今の私は無敵だ。なんだこれは。え、いきなり気をつけてとか言うのやめてよ。
You were freezing and you had this empty stare.
空気のま
The
な
water in the basin spoke to you. No.
Yes. Exactly like the lightning struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was
空
floating,
に浮かんで風に運ばれて冷たい。
and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder
高い
and
寒い
colder.
血管
I
が
felt
凍
my
る。
blood freezing
血
in
管の
my
中で
veins.
凍る。
I fell to the ground and spun
地
slowly.
面に落ちて回転。太
And
陽
then the
が
sun
私を温
warmed
めた。
me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground,
うーん。
and I was taken by the bubbling current of this
地面
creek. Then,
小川。
just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again.
また君と一緒になった。ロマンチックだな。なるほどね。
This stone is blackened, eaten away.
おー、なるほど。
I think this stone is adorned with the
水。
etching of a drop. Here, this looks like a snowflake.
雪、氷、
The snow. This drawing looks like an infant.
命。
The drawing on this stone
うわ、
makes
なん
me
かおる。
think of fire. I'm certain. On this stone, the sun is visible.
太陽、
This stone bears the image of a storm,
嵐、
or
風。
perhaps the wind.
なるほどね。これを解除したとしてもあいつがいるんだね。地図。ん？横っちょにも道があるね。今の俺には登れるんだよね。登れるんだけど、どうせだったらこれ解くだけ解こうか。解いてあいつと戦った方が動画的には面白いよね。なんて言ってたっけ？風、氷なんとかみたいな感じじゃなかったっけ？ちょっとシオラさん。
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky. I was floating,
風、
carried by the wind, and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting
風、
colder
氷、
and colder.
コール。
I
氷
felt
だよ
my
ね、多分。
blood freezing in my veins.
氷あったもん。
I fell to the
風、
ground
氷、
and
太
spun
陽。
slowly. And then the
風、
sun
氷、
warmed
太
me.
陽。
Suddenly I bounced on the ground,
水。
and I was taken by the bubbling current
風、
of this
氷、
creek,
太陽、水。
just like before.
風、氷、太陽、水。
And I was suddenly with you again.
太陽。風。違う。水？風、氷。太陽どこ？太陽あれか。風、氷、太陽。ちょっといて。水。オッケー。で、奴と戦えばいいんだよね。戦わなきゃいけない？戦わないといけないかい？戦おうか。せっかくだしね。およ？おるよ？飼いならす。戦わなくていいの？あらまあ。本来であれば、さっきジャンプできるんだよねって言ってたやつ。ジャンプしたら多分こっから行けたのかな。こっから来れたのかな。 ぽいね。宝箱とか特にないみたいだね。オッケー。じゃあ戻ろうかね。よいしょ。じゃあ先に行こう。おー。なんだこれは。
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einar Frichterman.
よっしゃ、試練完了ってことかな。あっけなかったな。よし。では、試練は完了。グレンダーに顔を合わせに行こうか。
Bear tear to mud on Ormanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
今のグレンダーじゃないの？あ、違ったわ。
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tearfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosandats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einar Frichterman now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warn you, your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Dedra, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirse. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirse. Thank you, Glendan.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlog.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa awalam said. I hope that you will find him.
ほう。なんかシオラが死んだことになってたよね、あの回は。俺は気になってしょうがなかったんだけど。コンスタンティンに神域について話すと。はーい。よーし、コンスタンティンはどこだって、まあ上しかないんだけど。元気にしてるかな。おお。
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please,
Allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you asked me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
おー、また。コンスタンティンは何かと厄介ごとに巻き込まれるタイプらしいね。おろ？なんかクエストが何個か分岐したな。コンスタンティンを探すと女王の道か。どっちから行こうか。女王の道から行こうか。ちょっとなんか長くなりそうな気がするけど。まあまあまあまあ。いいでしょう。もう音楽が怖い。BGM か。BGM が怖い。何しとるん？お祈り？お祈りか。
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I'm looking for your High King Vinbar. I was told that you were one of the last people to see him.
I wouldn't know where you could find him. He disappeared moons ago. But you are our ally, our friend. I will tell you about the last time I met with him. We had met in the council at Dorhad Genadu to decide what to do about the Renaigse. but we were unable to come to an understanding. Some of us are full of violence, and refuse to see what we gain by befriending your kind. Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas, and only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vimbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with on Milfrictiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago. You should travel to Wenshavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
なるほど。殺すことばかり考えていたって言われちゃったよ。怖すぎる。怖すぎるよ。俺小心者なんだから。女王に愛された者に尋ねる。
But dear Tumad, it is rare to see Renaikse here. Is there something I can do for you?
教えて
I'm
くれ。
looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island. But someone here in this village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. But you will not find her here. Anything else?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vimbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaikse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the Enolmil Frichtimen. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
We don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Thank you for your help.
What Aulam said.
なるほど。あれ、まだどなたかにお話を。こっちの方に何かいるね。上か。こっちかな。よいしょ。いたいたいたいた。
Bird Tiltomad on Olmenawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse. I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tearfredi, and I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island, but I was hoping someone here might know where he's hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
I heard talk about a Cavern of Knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tearfredi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What our sake?
さあ次は知識の洞窟というわけでございますね。どこだ。遠いな。まあスキップだよね。 おろおろろろろろ。
Someone's coming to save you. Give in. Your life is in our hands.
おろ
It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with.
くるっと回らなきゃいけないのか。あ、そういうこと？
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
結構サイコパスだな。助けに行かないとってことなんだけど、あれ突っ込んでいいのかな。突っ込んじゃっていいのかな。それともひっそり隠れてやった方がいいのか。おや？結構回り道ができるようですね。なんともラッキーなことに。おー。あー、どうしようかな。よし。誰かいる？寝てるね。寝てるね。
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me.
Let's try to escape without bloodshed. We must get you to a safe place.
なるほどね。一緒に逃げればいいのね。おーい。あ、バレちゃった。ごめんね。バレずに出る予定だったんだけどさ。よいしょ。よいしょ。 よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ OK。 あらま、何もしなければ。お、なんか強そうな銃をゲットしたな。あらー、俺全員倒しちゃったの、ごめん。よしよしよしよしよしよしよし。コービスまでセラの後を追う。あ、なるほどね。君の後を追えばいいんだね。もうこの石の道に沿っていけばいいのかな。もうなかったわ。
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Donegada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Donegad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you avoided fighting these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
お、すごい。洞窟を探検する4分の0。何個あんの？そんなにいっぱいあるってこと？また洞窟。僕は日の光を浴びたいんだけどな。なんか見たことあるような絵だね。
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. The face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
なるほど。これ全部、ああ、そういうことか。壁画を見ていけばいいのね。洞窟を4つ探検するわけではなく。びっくりした。行くの早くない？もうちょっと探検させて。おお、ほうみたい。
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig Menemen. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Donegad are metamorphed differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtman. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
おお、なるほど。いいものが。
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which.
待って待って待って。次はここね。
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The Caverns of Knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
おい、話が難しいな。次はこれか。
On this one, we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enol Milfrichtman.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? Why would the Renaik say? It matter not. My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you shortly.
Am I the only one to think this woman's departure is suspicious?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
We should have noticed that she did not trust us. Let's search. There must be another exit to this cave.
え、嘘だろ？入り口を閉じられた？そんなことあんの？結構簡単に見つけちゃったけど。山の中の道を見つける。え、何？俺裏切られたの？まさかの？じゃあ今回の動画はここまでにしようかな。なんか景色もいいし。それではここまでのご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、高評価、その他もろもろしてってくれるとすげえ嬉しいです。それでは次回の動画まで待ってな。